What is up, everybody? I just want to start off with saying thank you so much. We have now hit 150 subscribers, so I want to say thank you so much. My channel is continuing to evolve and grow, so I just want to say thank you. I appreciate the love and support. I appreciate the love for the diversity I've been doing, and just thank you so much. Hope you continue to enjoy this stuff, and as always, just keep leaving critiques and comments and likes and subscribes, or just not watch at all if you're not interested. It is all good. I appreciate it. Nevertheless, whatever you decide to do. So let's go ahead and get ourselves started for this special subscriber video. So this one I'm playing as Johnny. We got a teammate with Arbiter. We got an Atriox on our side. And we're going against two UNSCs and a Covey. And this game, it started off a little bit weird because I actually had only one infantry coming in for those resources at the left-hand side, and then I went to come and sent my Jackrabbit as well. So we're already going to start off with a skirmish right away to try and fight for this. So the trick is just to try and focus down on the units that are going to damage me first, and he's kept this Marine on the supply for quite some time to go ahead and try and grab that. So then once his other Marine left, I took advantage of that, and the ice drop ends up going down, but we did kill a Marine from that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and push my Marine and my Jackrabbit that happens to be alive. I was delayed a little bit in the economy, but I was fortunately able to do something about that. And the Jackrabbit, not frozen, is going to be able to finish off the other Marine here. So very great fight at the very beginning in regards to efficiency. And now I'm going to go ahead and make a second Jackrabbit just because of the fact that I don't really have anything to spend supply-wise. I don't know what I'm going to do for my 5th building point yet. It does look like, there we go, I'm going to end up doing economy, and I'm just going to go ahead and continue to make some Jackrabbits. And I want to be able to send one off to be able to see what the enemy is doing, because as you can see, Red is being very aggressive in trying to take the nodes. They're trying to take our own nodes. And so it's a little bit of an alarm in regards to, are they going to go early or not? And so the sooner we scout, the better it would be for us. And so that's what we're going to try to do. We do have a Jackrabbit that's going to end up going through that teleporter, and then we are going to go ahead and see what they're doing. And it turns out we're not even going to send it through the teleporter. We're going to actually start heading over there. And fun fact, didn't even know this, the ice barrage, when it explodes and you're near it, it's just going to freeze whatever's there. So that's something that I didn't know could happen. Jackrabbit production is still continuing. Our teammate is going Elite Enforcers with the raid camp because he's Arbiter. We are getting scouted, and so I'm just going to go ahead and grab a second base. If it turns out that the enemy is a lot more aggressive than what I anticipated, and that's something I'm going to be punished for. Definitely would have been better to scout that early, but our teammate does show that he has Elite Enforcers. The Jackrabbit was able to be taken care of, so now we're going to be free to do whatever we want to do. And I guess we're going to go with a blind scout game here. And so I thought we would have been able to at least try and scout, but we didn't. And we're just going to try and grab that second base and then continue to produce units of whatever we can. We're floating some supply. Not sure what we're going to do with that yet. We still haven't used our point yet in regards to if we're going to get digging in deep. Looks like we just got restoration drone, and it does look like transport's going to go in, which means we're not going to do the infantry tech whatsoever. And we just got Tech 1 being upgraded. So if everything falls in line, that second base will be established. Tech 1, we will now be in Tech 2, and then we're going to start with our mech upgrade. So now we're going to go ahead and finally go ahead and scout. We're going to see what the enemy is doing in regards to if a second expansion was made. There are 2 Marines happening on that left-hand side. And so we're going to see how that looks. And this Jackrabbit's already being attacked. As you can see, there's turrets already set up on that base. So you have a very defensive posture, which means grabbing that second base was a good call. I'm going to get ahead in the economy game for a little bit. And now we're going to go ahead and get that air pad. We're going to upgrade our vehicle, our generator, and then we're going to get 2 garages, if I'm not mistaken. But we're still trying to get that other supply pad upgraded just in case. And Red does send a grunt to go ahead and scout me, and he is aware of that second base. So it is a little bit concerning that that ended up happening, but it's not much we can do about it. He did all units, and so now he's going to get his grunt back with him, but we're going to try and take that out before that even happens. So we got all our hawk groups set up for our garage and our air pad, and now we're going to start working on our vehicle production. And there's our first Mantis getting built. We ended up clearing the Marine, the grunt associated with it. Shout out to my boy that wants to play with me, appreciate it. And now we're just going to keep working on our supply game, right? It's going to get a little bit heavy in that regard, so we want to go ahead and just be able to produce what we need to in regards to that. And it does look like getting our marine in that garrison was a good idea. We are able to actually deal damage to this marine, and we have seen a second base showing up. And now blue is going to go ahead and get ready for a very big engagement on the main base. Will he be able to do it? There is an expansion base at the bottom he could go ahead and hit, but that's not really going to happen. And you look at the mini-map, yellow and red are kind of focused on their expansion on the right-hand side. And I'm going to go ahead and send my Jackrabbit and Mantis over at the expansion base to go after that. We're going to upgrade our supply pad to finish our economy upgrades. And now we're going to start making Nightingales as well. And there's an engagement happening on two sides of the map. Snipers are showing up by yellow, lots of snipers. So at this point, blue's really option over here is if he has TP to go ahead and head to where I'm at. And it does look like he ends up doing so, which means we're going to be able to get rid of this expansion base. And blue didn't sack all his units in order to try to do damage on that base, which was a very good move in my opinion. And so we just denied two bases. Green successfully took out the base on the right hand side. No idea what his army comp is or what he was able to do, but we took care of that. And then we also took care of the base on the left hand side, and now our Jackrabbits are also upgraded as well, so we can get the extra vision and heal up our Jackrabbits just a little bit more as well. Bunker does go down, but there really is nothing here to go ahead and like punish us for it. And as we saw, red does have some suicide grunts, which is a little bit concerning. There is siege set up as well by orange, but green looks like he wants a rendezvous with us, the yellow. And so we're going to go ahead and see if we can get a good engagement on this side. This Nightingale is being engaged by the Marines. We're going to try and micro our units just a little bit such that we can save the Nightingale, but then also have our Mantis up front to go ahead and deal that infantry damage. And it does look like it's going relatively well. Hero does show up, so we're going to go ahead and retreat just a bit. We will get vehicle level 1 upgrade, and now we're going to start working on getting our hero out as well. But we are going to make some Kodiaks because now we're going to start trying to siege center. We have such good momentum. Blue just denied orange's baits again with the elite enforcers, and I'm going to start poking and prodding with my army over here. Atriox has shown up on that side as well. We're keeping our Jackrabbit alive. Look at our micro skill. I like to think we have a little bit of good micro skill. And now we're going to go ahead and just keep trying to push the leader. The leader's not really going to be able to do much as he's going to try and drop the Y move. We did get right in front of him, so he wasn't able to actually drop that. And there you go. Yellow self-destructs this base, and he self-destructs everything as a whole. Sends his units to go ahead and die, and this game is now practically over. So now we get to go ahead and see the next stage, which is just chilling, hearing my beautiful commentary, or bad, whatever you may deem it as be. And looks like the enemy ended up leaving. Orange ended up actually getting some siege with ice, which is always going to be a problem as a whole. And his leader is actually caught right up in the open. Atriox drops his Burox to get invisibility and heal. I'm going to drop the heal as well because I don't want the Atriox to go ahead and die. We're trying to focus down on the Kodiaks. TP comes in to go ahead and deal with that. And I'm going to go ahead and try and sneak in through the bottom to go ahead and see if we can address the expansion base and get rid of the hero as a whole. Vehicle level 2 has just finished, which is perfect because now we get our first siege set up for our Kodiaks. And we're going to go ahead and just pop a Y move just right on that Kodiak in order for it to fire less. I thought the Kodiak will be able to walk up there, but it turns out only infantry are able to do that. Orange is still producing a whole bunch of Kodiaks as a whole. And with our Nightingales, with the cloud smokes, we are going to be able to mitigate some of that. And so now we're going to go ahead and try and take out this second base. There it goes. We're sending some units out. And we're going to wait for our remaining reinforcements of Kodiaks to go ahead and break this. This Serena siege is a little bit hard since we don't really have air to go ahead and help us out for this. But we do have vision and we do have siege. And so second Kodiak has arrived. Hero is going to go ahead and show up. And Nightingale is going to pop another Y move to go ahead and deal with that. We're going to spend our remainder of the units to go ahead and take out that base. And look at that, a level 1 Kodiak already set up for the enemy. And anti-infantry turret was taken out by Orange's base. And all in all, there goes that expansion base. We're going to actually call in a transport. And this was weird because I called the transport on the left side of the map. But in a few seconds, you're going to see what happens with my transport. It's kind of weird. I didn't do all units or anything like that. Goes straight, he verbs right, and he ends up dropping it all the way to the back. Like, this is not where I wanted him to be at, but for whatever reason the transport ended up going there. So not sure if I mean, clearly it was a glitch of some sort, but not entirely sure how that happened or how to replicate that, honestly. But at this point, this game is practically over. And so I want to spend the extra time saying once again, thank you so much for the 150. I never thought I would even make it this far. I made a video for 100 a while back, and that was insane. And I just want to say thank you. I appreciate the time. I appreciate the effort and the energy that you guys put into supporting this channel. And I'm hoping that you've also been enjoying it. That's the main reason why I've been doing this. And I just want to say thank you once again. So hope you've been enjoying everything. If you have ideas, I'm all for it. As you can see, the weekend has now turned into me trying out different things and different video formats as a whole. And that's not really going to change, but not sure if you've also noticed there's been a lot of requests for more commentary Halo Wars videos, and that is exactly what I am trying to give Monday through Friday. Good old Halo Wars 2 commentary. Why? Because this game is awesome. I love it. It deserves more love and support than what it does. Is it competitively viable? I have no idea. That's a different conversation in itself. But I think this game is incredibly fun to play, and it's just a very good RTS that can be brought into any level of play. And it's just very fun. So went 1 for 21, 21 for 9 for my teammate, 23 for 15. 5 for 9 for the enemy, 16 for 5 for the enemy, 27 for 28 for the enemy. And with that being said, have yourself a good one. Have yourself a splendid one. Thank you so much for the 150. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day, week, whatever it is. And until next time, G out.